So I took my husband's feet from this, which is pretty insane, to this in 30 minutes using this machine that was sent out to me by the brand. Now, I've never had a paraffin wax treatment before, so I really didn't know the magnitude of how well it works. When you get your kit, it's going to come with 8 wax blocks and everything that you need to get started. So it took roughly 30 minutes to heat the machine from like 122 degrees up to like 158. So over that time, like the blocks will like slowly melt in your kit. And then once it gets completely melted, you're going to take the temperature back down to about 127 degrees. And you can drop that little plate in there. That's going to protect your feet and hands from getting burned. So it comes with a lavender paraffin wax, which smells really, really good. And we did this in our camper. So in order to not make a mess, I did like lay a towel down. So when you place your feet or your hands in, it's not too hot. My husband is pretty sensitive to temperature. So he was kind of like, whoa, this is hot. But he got used to it pretty quickly. So you're just going to dip your feet in like over and over again, like maybe 7 or 8 times. You just slowly dip it in. And then it does come with a brush and a spatula. So if there's not enough wax to cover the top of your extremities, then you can just kind of brush the wax on top. So once you get everything nice and covered, then you're going to put on the plastic booty. His feet, he's like a size 11 and a half. So the plastic wasn't quite big enough. So I had to kind of rip it in the back a little bit. But it wasn't a huge deal. Once I got that on there, then I placed the pink booty on, and then I did my hands next. So while his feet were just kind of warming up and soaking for 30 minutes, I decided to place my hands in using that same process where I kind of put it in, take it out, put it in, take it out. And then I use the little spatula, or my husband used a little spatula to cover the top parts of my hand. And it is a little tough to do your hands by yourself. I mean, it can be done, but if you have help, then it's a little bit easier. So we just kind of hung out and let these sit for 30 minutes. Now for my hands, the wax came off in one piece, which I think is pretty much the goal. So it was really easy, and my hands smelled great. They felt great, but to be honest, my hands and feet are kind of already soft, so the before and after was not nearly as dramatic as my husband's. So with his, it didn't come all off in one piece. I did have to kind of scrape it a little bit to get some of that excess wax off. But oh my gosh, once it was off, like, look at this, y'all. There was no scraping or razors involved in taking his feet from that dry, cracked appearance to a nice, smooth appearance.